Hi guys, and welcome back to Simply Forex, the channel dedicated to you, the trader. We want you to be successful in the markets. So guys, I'm going to give you some gold every day. I'm going to let you know which currency pairs I'm looking to trade and which direction. And I'm also going to let you know which news that you must be aware of. So let's take a look at the chart and what I'm potentially going to trade today.
Morning traders, how are you? I've missed you. Seems like I haven't seen you for like 2 days. Today is Monday the 4th of July. I hope you had a great weekend, guys. What did you get up to? I went to a birthday party. Friends, very good. I enjoyed myself. I just thought you should know. As always, guys, today we're going to look at Friday's trade. We're going to look at today's potential trades and also some potential other pairs just to show you what's going on with the markets. And we're going to look at today's news as well, guys. All right. So action-packed today. Let's start, as always, with Friday's trades. So we only had the one, and it was this, guys. It was the euro against the Canadian dollar. Scratchy nose, bear with me. So it's euro against the Canadian dollar. Let me show you the day chart. So we were looking to buy this pair. And the reasons are this, guys. So as you can see, there are two sort of main zones that have been forming on this pair. So we've got this and we've got this. So price has been ranging between these two zones, guys, all right? So it didn't quite reach it this time, but yeah, it's just been ranging. Okay, so that's one reason we could take it long, yeah, when it bounces off of here. But also, guys, for me, yeah, price was in a downtrend. We had lower lows, lower highs, didn't create a lower low, and then price really did bounce off of this zone that's been important for this pair. Okay, breaking this high. Okay, so we were arguably in an uptrend for me. All right, and we had this bullish candle bounce off of this area of support. Okay, so the idea was just to buy this market, you know, potentially up to these last highs. As you can see, guys, that didn't happen, and instead we had a very red bearish daily candle. But even with that daily candle from Friday, yeah, this one, guys, I still think we can push this market up. This lower support here has been so strong for this pair, and I still think we have room to the upside. Okay, but again, we will see. Yeah, we will see this today or even this week. But let's look at H1, guys, because the H1 kept us out of trouble. Yeah, I didn't have a trade on this pair. So, yeah, this is the H1, guys. We had our two grey zones. Okay, so what we wanted to see, we had a couple of options that we could have traded this pair. First of all, we wanted price to leave this grey zone. Yeah, come back in, retest these highs here, which corresponds with these lows here. Yeah, get a bullish candlestick pattern and then take price back up. All right, guys, but as you can see, price didn't do that. It didn't leave this grey zone. Yeah, we had all this movement here, but none of it left the grey zone, and none of these candles told me buyers were in control. Yeah, none of them really. I mean, if we zoom in a little bit, I mean, this one is a doji, really, guys. Yeah, this one had a long wick that's still a bullish, bearish candle. Sorry, so none of these candles in here told me that this market was pushing higher anyway. Okay, and then we started getting candles like this. Yeah, this one, this one, this one. Okay, which just tells me price is coming down. And if price does leave our grey zone, guys, excuse me, 9 times out of 10, it will come down and reach our next grey zone. Okay, which is exactly what it did. All right, and then when it got down to our grey zone, again, we had this green candle here, but yeah, it's got too much of a wick. and the candle before it. Look at this red candle coming down. Yeah, I wouldn't be buying against that red candle. All right, guys, so just no setup. Yeah, we did have this interesting candle, but this was like 11 o'clock at night or something. I just wasn't trading, guys. But, you know, that does tell me buyers are in control. But you've got about 2 hours left of trading on a Friday. Yeah, I wouldn't be trading this. Okay, so, yeah, the only trade from Friday, guys, euro against the Canadian dollar. And, yeah, we just didn't have a setup. Yeah, let me know if you did or how you traded this. Okay, guys, that's the recap. Let's look at today's potential trades now. Guys, if you enjoyed yesterday's recap, I hope you did, then please subscribe to the channel and then smash the notification button, guys. That way you'll receive this analysis every single day. And also smash the like button, guys. Really help support the channel. Mercy beaucoup. Right, so trades for Monday the 4th of July, guys. So there's two potential trades. But before I show you these trades, I'm just going to show you how messed up the markets are and how difficult they are to trade at the moment. I don't know if you've been finding the same thing, guys, but they've been very difficult to trade. So let me just give you a few examples why that is. So I know we've been looking a lot at the yen pairs and how much indecision there is there, and also looking at the US dollar pairs, the majors, and seeing how much indecision there is there as well. So let me just show you a few examples of them, plus some other ones as well, because everything's really messed up. Right, so the first one is this. This is the euro against the yen. All right, guys, so we've got weekly selling pressure. Yeah. Okay, so we've arguably got a double top here. All right. And then we've got this huge red candle that formed last week. Okay, so we've got this selling pressure coming down. All right, and for the last couple of weeks, we've had this buying pressure coming up, weekly pressure coming down, buying pressure coming up, which is made for a lot of indecision. Okay, however, yeah, we have now seen a break in structure for me. Yes, the price was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, didn't create a higher high, did create a lower low, didn't create a higher high. Yeah, so this area here has not been broke, and then price came down, breaking this last higher low here. All right, so structure could potentially be trading here, guys, and we could see some yen strength. But, yeah, I couldn't trade this because of this wick. Yeah, look at this wick. Yeah, it doesn't tell me sellers are fully in control of this market. Still a little bit of indecision going on there, but the structure has changed. All right, and we could potentially take it back down to this last low here. Okay, so have we had a change in structure on euro yen? We'll see this week. Depends what price does after this last large wick here on this candle. Okay, so let's keep an eye on how that develops. Okay, let me get rid of that one. Next one, we're looking at the dollar, the majors a lot. Okay, so again, this is the pound US dollar, so this gives us a good example of what has been going on. So let me go to the weekly chart. Yeah, and as you can see, because of this, so price was clearly in a downtrend, came back up. Yeah, and now we have, because of this wick closed inside this last low here, yeah, this is a double bottom, okay? And I would not be selling into this large wick, this large weekly wick, okay? Yeah, do not sell into support or resistance, guys. That's what crazy people do. Okay, so for that reason, there's a lot of weekly upward pressure. All right, so let's go back to the day chart. Okay, we've got weekly upward pressure. All right, and then obviously, guys, we're in a downtrend on the day chart. So structurally, we're in a downtrend. So we have downward selling pressure. Okay, and this is made for all of this chop. Okay. It'll be interesting to see what it does now, guys, because this wick, yeah, bounced off of these last lows here. All right, so yeah, if price starts coming back up and breaks this last high, then I'm interested, guys, because as I've explained, I will only trade with trend, with daily trend. All right, so a lot has to happen in this market for me to start buying this market, but I'm not willing to short this market. Okay, and I imagine other traders are seeing the same thing, so difficult to trade this currency pair or any of the US dollar majors, to be honest. All right, so for that reason, yeah, I'm staying out of this pair as well. Okay, let me just show you a few other examples of absolute messy chaos. This is the euro against the pound. Try and trade that if you dare. Okay, look at the weekly chart. Yeah, we're like, is the weekly structure in an upward trend? Probably, but we've got all of this, yeah, area of resistance here. Okay, so could we buy into that? No. But the weekly chart is in an uptrend, and then we've got the daily chart, which doesn't really know what to do with itself. Again, it is in an uptrend, but then when you see wicks like this coming down, yeah, this red candle here, you're reluctant to buy into that, guys. Okay, so for me, this is just another currency pair. It is in an uptrend, but look, I mean, yeah, look at all the best on how to trade this. My drawing is perfectly summarizing how messy this market is. Yeah, if you can trade that, you're a better man or woman than me. Again, messy. Okay, euro pound. Let's look at another example. This is the pound against the New Zealand dollar. What's this doing? Yeah, so arguably was in an uptrend. Yeah, still in an uptrend here. Did it break the low, come back up? Does it want to come back down? No. And then it's just sort of doesn't know what to do with itself. Yeah, I would need to see a break of this. Yeah, I need to see a break of this for any buys. And for lows, you know, potentially a break of this zone here, because price just does not know what to do with itself with this pair as well. Yeah, choppy. All right, guys. So yeah, just before I show you the trade ideas, I just wanted to show you, yeah, a few pairs and what's going on and what makes them untradeable for me. Okay. Right, guys, but let's go back to what we can trade today. And the first one is this. This is the pound against the Canadian dollar. Okay. And we're looking to buy this market. It was a similar story with the euro Canadian dollar on Friday. And I would still potentially buy that market, but this just gives us a bit better setup, guys, all right? So why are we trying to buy this market? Well, price was clearly in a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And then price shot up like something that shoots up quick and broke this last high here, this lower high. So now we have higher highs. All right, so structure is in an uptrend. And this is our last lower low down here. And as you can see, price didn't break that. And instead, we had this wick that bounced off of this area of support. Okay, I agree with you. This daily candle here, let's zoom in. This daily candle here could be far more bullish. But this wick, for me, bouncing off of those lows is good enough reason to get into this trade. All right, so yeah, it's just bounced off of these last lows here. So the idea is just to take price back up to this blue line first of all, okay, which corresponds with this last area of resistance here, and then even potentially this blue line up here. Okay, guys, yeah, so looking to buy a pound CAD. Let's look at H1 to see how we get into this trade, to see how we trade it. Right, guys, so yeah, a couple of things. So we're looking for buys. So first of all, price could break out of this chop, Okay, if it does, great. We could trade on the first bullish candlestick pattern that we see that leaves this grey zone. Okay, it has to leave the grey zone, guys. If it does, we see a bullish candle come out of this grey zone, we can get into it, we can trade it. All right, so we can trade that back up to this blue line here. Or what might happen, it might come out, price might come out of this grey zone a little bit further, then retrace. Okay, then we see a bullish candlestick pattern form, and then we can take price back up. Okay, so yeah, we can trade it once it leaves this grey zone to the upside. Or what might happen, guys, is price come back down to here, test this last low here. Okay, great. If it does, we get very good value for money. Yeah, so we want to see a bullish candlestick pattern happen here. We enter the trade. We close 80% of the trade at these last H1 highs and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so yeah, a couple of options with the pound Canadian dollar, but we're looking to buy this pair. Next pair is this. This is the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. And I'm looking to short this market, guys. All right, so you're probably thinking pound Canadian dollar is Canadian dollar weakness, and US dollar Canadian dollar shorting this market is Canadian dollar strength. And this can happen, guys, yeah? I'm assuming the pound will be stronger than the US dollar and the Canadian dollar. That's the assumption we make. Okay, so, but we can still trade this pair because this pair is showing that the Canadian dollar is stronger than the US dollar. Okay, but we will see. Again, I'm not magic. I just trade what I see. Okay, so price for me, price came all the way back up to test these highs up here. Okay, these last highs here. And this was in an uptrend. Yeah, clearly in an uptrend. And it bounced off of this zone, created a higher low here. All right. And then price could have shot up and even past the last high, but it didn't. Instead, price broke down. Okay, broke down, breaking this last higher low. So for me, we have lower highs, and now we have lower lows as well. Okay, so we're in a downtrend. Then, yeah, at this zone here, we had this large wick form. Okay, that rejected this zone. Okay, and sellers have pushed this market back down. I know it's a green candle, guys, but the size of that wick, sellers have gotten hold of this pair. Okay, so the idea just from this wick and one of these grey zones is to take price back down to this blue line or even this blue line, guys. Okay, so we're looking to short this pair. Okay, let's look at H1 now to see how we can actually get in on this trade. So we've got a couple of grey zones, guys. So I always like to see also on our currency pair is when the H1 structure has broken down. Okay, so as you can see, H1 was in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, but then bang. Okay, these last lows here have been broken. So the H1 structure is in a downtrend. I like to see this. All right. So what could happen, guys, is price retraces back up into this grey zone, which corresponds with these lows and these highs here. Okay. If it does, great. And then we want to see a bearish candlestick pattern form. We enter the trade with all of our gusto. All right. And then we take price back down to this last low here, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. Okay. If that doesn't happen, guys, price could retrace all the way back up to these highs. Yeah, these highs here. All right. And again, if it does, we get better value for money. So price comes back up to here. We see a bearish candlestick pattern form. That's our trigger to enter. We get in on the trade, take price back down to these last lows here, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so yeah, they're the two ideas for US dollar, Canadian dollar short. All right, guys, so they're the two trade ideas for today. Let's take a look at the news. Guys, if you're enjoying this daily morning analysis, and I hope you are, then please subscribe to the channel and then smash the notification button. That way you'll receive an alert every single day, Monday to Friday. All right, so go ahead and do that, guys. Right, news for Monday, the 4th of July. And as many of my American viewers will know, it is Independence Day. All right, so guys, the volume in the market is going to be a bit light. This is a big holiday in the States. So yeah, the American Open will be very light on volume. All right, and this may be reflected in the UK Open as well. All right, so the big news is that America is on holiday. Okay, because for the rest of the day, guys, as you can see, there are no 3-star ratings that we're interested in, guys. All right, so just be aware that, yeah, the whole of America is on holiday and the market's going to be light in volume. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys, really, for the news today. I hope you've enjoyed the vid. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. That'll be greatly appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a nice holiday, America.